Emmanuel Macron delivered a blistering message to Donald Trump at Davos, and it's going to be fascinating to see how the US president responds to this demand. Not sure what happened there. Let's roll this thing and see if we can get that sorted out, then come back to it. All right, take two. Let's have another look at Macron's pointed message to Donald Trump. Guys, we need to hear what he actually said. Can we try it one more time, please?
Competition from the United States of America through trade agreements that undermine our export interests, demand maximum concessions, and openly aim to weaken and subordinate Europe, combined with an endless accumulation of new tariffs that are fundamentally unacceptable.
Okay, so there we go. There's some pretty blistering remarks about the tariffs Donald Trump has put on European nations that sent troops to, quote-unquote, defend Greenland. Trump has announced a 10% tariff on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, and Finland from next month after those nations sent a couple troops to Greenland. He's also clearly toyed with the idea of military intervention in this whole saga between him and Denmark. He wrote this to the Prime Minister of Norway. "Dear Jonas, considering your country decided to not give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant. But now I can think about what is proper and good for the United States of America." Now, frankly, this whole thing is ridiculous. I don't criticize Trump for wanting Greenland, but just candidly raising the possibility of military aggression against an ally is not just unhelpful, it distracts people from the true enemies and true focuses of the world. But I think it's also true that Europe's response to Trump's blustering has kind of proven him right. These troops that get sent, the UK sent literally one guy. Just one. Now, unless this guy just happens to be the British version of John Wick, the chances are if the US did decide to do anything, it's going to be over fairly quickly. So what this does show is that one of Trump's central points, that Europe is unable to defend Greenland from China, is actually kind of right. So I don't like how we got here, but Trump has exposed a problem. So here's my prediction. There will be no military aggression, there are no troop deployments, the Prime Minister of Greenland will not be Maduro'd in the dead of night. But by the end of his presidency, the US will be in control of Greenland. Just like the Louisiana Purchase and Seward's purchase of Alaska from the Russians, this will all be solved by one big fat check. I think Trump comes to Greenland and Denmark with a deal for the country that includes every citizen of Greenland getting a payout and the benefits of US citizenship, and the US drills move in. Everyone wins. But back to Trump and Macron. Let's quickly revisit what was said. I'm giving up. The point is that Macron has taken stage at Davos, draped in aviator sunglasses no less, to deliver comments clearly critical of Trump. And I don't know if you guys are political buffs or not, but Trump doesn't tend to go for that kind of talk. We know that Macron is keen to meet with Trump in the immediate future. Do you know how we know that? Because Donald Trump on Truth Social late on Monday night posted this text message from Macron. "My friend," I'm not going to do the accent, "my friend, we are totally in line on Syria. We could do great things on Iran. I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland. Let us try to build great things. I can set up a G7 meeting after Davos in Paris on Thursday afternoon. I can invite the Ukrainians, the Danish, the Syrians, and the Russians in the margins. 2, let us have dinner together in Paris together on Thursday before you go back to the US. 2 possible meetings between Donald Trump and Emmanuel Macron, which means we have 2 possibilities in the near future for another one of the hallowed entries into the great political rival of the 21st century, Trump and Macron handshakes. There's a world in which that handshake is still going. That's it from me this week. Remember to like and subscribe to Sky News Australia to stay up to date with not just my videos, but all the videos from the great commentators we have here on this network.